I shall now present my tax proposals. India's tax to GDP ratio is very low, and the proportion of direct tax to indirect tax is not optimal from a point of view of social justice. I place before you certain data to indicate that our direct tax collection is not commensurate with the income and expenditure pattern of Indian economy. As against an estimated 4.2 crore people engaged in the organized sector employment, the number of individuals filing returns for salary income is only rupees 1.74 crores. As against 5.6 crore informal sector enterprises and firms doing business in India, the number of returns filed in this category are only 1.81 crores. Out of 13.94 lakh companies registered up to 31st March 2014, 5.97 companies have filed their return for assessment year 2016-17. Of 5.97 lakh companies which have filed their return for assessment year 2016-17, as many as 2.76 lakh companies show losses or zero income. 2.85 lakh companies have shown profit before tax less than 1 crores. 28,667 companies have shown profit between 1 to 10 crores, and only 7,781 companies have shown profit before tax more than 10 crores. Now individuals. From amongst 3.7 crore individuals who filed tax returns in the year 2015-16, 99 lakhs showed income below the exemption limit of 2.5 lakhs. 1.95 crores show income between 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs. 52 lakhs show income between 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, and only 24 lakh people show income above 10 lakhs. Thus, out of 76 lakh individual assessee who declare income above 5 lakh, 56 lakhs are in the salaried class. यानी 76 लाख लोग 5 लाख से अधिक इनकम डिस्क्लोज करते हैं साल की, जिसमें से 56 लाख वेतनभोगी हैं, बाकी सिर्फ 20 लाख हैं व्यापार, व्यवसाय, प्रोफेशनल सब मिला के. The number of people showing income more than 50 lakhs in the entire country is only 1.72 lakhs. We contrast this that in the last 5 years, more than 1.25 crore cars have been sold. And the number of Indian citizens who traveled abroad, either for business or tourism, was 2 crores in the year 2015. From all these figures, we can conclude that we are largely a tax non-compliant society. The predominance of cash in our economy makes it possible for people to evade taxes. When too many people evade taxes, the burden of their share falls on those who are honest and tax compliant. After demonetization, the preliminary analysis of the data received in respect of deposits made in the old currency presents a revealing picture. During the period 8th November to 30th December 2016, deposit between rupees 2 lakhs and 80 lakhs was made in 1.09 crore bank accounts. And an that was an average deposit of rupees 5.03 lakhs. Deposits of more than 80 lakhs was made in 1.48 lakh bank accounts. That the average size of the deposit was 3.31 crores. This data mining will help us immensely in expanding the tax net as well as increasing the revenues, which was one of the objects of demonetization. Madam Speaker, one of our main priorities of our government is to eliminate black money component from the economy. We are committed to make our taxation rates reasonable, our tax administration more fair, and expand the tax base of the country. This approach will change the color of money. नई दुनिया है, नया दौर है, नई है उमंग. नई दुनिया है, नया दौर है, नई है उमंग. कुछ थे पहले के तरीके तो कुछ हैं आज के रंग ढंग. रोशनी आके अंधेरों से जो टकराई है, काले धन को भी बदलना पड़ा आज अपना रंग.